We've got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you gotta think this will be a little contentious. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Rainbow Warriors will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. Scrambling away. Turning it on! And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
He's in open space downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Cowboys are on the move. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing...
Oh, he's got some space! And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Rainbow Warriors racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Fires to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a second to think about Hawaii. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Looking downfield on first down. Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's looking to throw. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle this first period. Guys, we have Wyoming on top as we reach the end of the quarter. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Back to pass. Got him downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Wants to throw again. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that.
He was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Why not trying to get it in? Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Those third downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
Swings it out to his running back, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch. From the shotgun, the inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to...
There he goes! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Takes the easy completion. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, the red zone, the field starts to shrink as a defense. I don't drop as far in my drops now. I got to understand, I'm getting back quick. That ball's going to come out. Nice job by the defense reacting to the pass and going and making a physical.
Touchdown, Warriors! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over.
To a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle.
Huge run. Let's see if they can do it again. Throws to the wideout. Give him 6. Touchdown, Hawaii. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring. The last couple games.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch down the right side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. He'll pull it down, and he avoids the tackle with the slide.
Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule.
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here.
Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin.
When you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw.
Oh, look out on the right. The tag. Touchdown, Hawaii. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry.
The give to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Warriors!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they find down. They'll settle for a field goal try. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26.
Based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find...
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Gonna have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Fox. He'll take another shot here. Snags it on the right. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Hawaii. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback. Get it before he gets started.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
Let's go!
Quick pass on the fly motion. And some room to work. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Snagged in the middle, it's Booth. There he goes! He's at the 10. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to cash it in on 1st and goal.
Set, ready!
Trying to barge their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.